What the fuck are you doing outside? You got a blindfold on. Can't even walk right when you fucking can see. How the fuck am I supposed to do this blindfolded? Jesus, Ralph. You got the birds? Ralph? Jesus Christ, Ralph! Ralph isn't coming back, Rob. He went to a better place. He got to see. You gotta be shitting me. Do you know you got pink flowers on your blindfold? Yes, I know. It was the only thing I could find at the time. I had to improvise. Join us, Rob. Take the blindfold off. See it for yourself. Nah, I don't think I want to take it off. Come on, Rob. Take the blindfold off. Nope, buddy. Ain't gonna happen. You need to see. Not taking this blindfold off. Sorry. We have pizza. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Robert Storms. If you're finding me for the very first time, be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button. So Bird Box, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Had no idea what the hell this thing was. I seen a ton of posts on social media, so I was like, what the hell is this? I had to check this out. I watched the trailer, and to be honest with you, my first impressions of the trailer, I thought it was kind of a ripoff of The Quiet Place. But instead of them not being able to talk, in this movie, they just can't see. Well, I watched the movie. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix exclusive, which is another thing that made me very dubious. Like, well, this is straight to Netflix. Is this like Cloverfield Paradox? Because to be honest with you, I watched a few of the movies that is on Netflix, that's Netflix exclusive, and a lot of them are hit and miss. So I watched this very dubious, to say the least, and I have to be honest with you, I got done watching this movie and I loved it. I thought this movie was fantastic. I actually loved everything about it. I loved the premise. I love the fact that it kind of had like this religious and supernatural thing going for it. Like, what is the thing that's killing everybody? Like, what's making everybody commit suicide? So if you're unfamiliar with what the premise of this movie is, apparently there's this plague going around, some kind of force that you can't see, it's invisible, and people somehow see this supernatural force, and it's different for everybody. It's like a demon, or maybe it's your dead relative, and it makes the person who sees it commit suicide. So if you go outside and you see this, you're gonna kill yourself. So everybody is dying, so people are hide up in the house, and they have to wear blindfolds when they go outside, and I was just like really drawn by the religious nature of this. It's like, are these demons from hell? Is this like, you know, heaven coming down and like judgment on all mankind? I thought that was the best aspect of the movie, and something they really didn't go through further in the film. You have these radicals that are going around that somehow can see, and they're taking people's blindfolds off and making them see this force. And this movie, to my enjoyment, wasn't a ripoff of Quiet Place. I think the premise is sort of there, like, oh, we got to do something different. They just can't talk. It's like, no, we have to have them not be able to see. They can talk, but they can't see. So yes, it's sort of like that in that premise, but the movie is so much more. The thing that I enjoyed the most about this movie is this movie could have easily been in theaters. This looked like a theatrical released movie. Something that should have been on Blu-ray DVD, not just a Netflix movie. Because it's so well shot. Cinematography is fantastic. The casting, Sandra Bullock. So many great actors and actresses. John Malkovich. Like a whole ensemble cast, really. And the casting was so good, and the story was so tense. Never once did I really get scared, because I really don't get scared in horror movies, but there was tension, where I was wondering, like, what's going to happen next? Who's going to die next? And I really love that. In the world now, like, we have so many post-apocalyptic movies that they all kind of mirror each other. It was nice to see something like this and A Quiet Place come out and do something completely different with the genre. And I actually ended up really enjoying this movie a lot after I got done watching it. And I've been really recommending it to everybody at work that I've been talking to. It's like, hey, you need to watch this movie, Bird Box. It's actually a fantastic movie, and it's not just a horror movie. I consider it more of a thriller, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic. Not too much negatives, to be honest with you. I was actually looking at this movie trying to point out certain flaws, and I just can't. Acting was solid, cinematography was solid. So much of this movie was just so good that the only thing I can really come off with as a nitpick is I wish it was in theater so I could have saw it. And I will say that the premises was kind of borrowing, let's say, from A Quiet Place. Other than that, I think the movie was fantastic, and definitely recommend it for everybody to go check it out. So, have you seen Bird Box? If so, be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. If you haven't seen it, are you interested in seeing it now? Be sure to leave those comments as well. And until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.